Hi. So I do these thought of the day things usually with my family, sometimes on Facebook, and Greg says I should start recording them. And I just got home from picking KJ up from school and was thinking about what's the number one relationship killer. And I'll tell you why I'm thinking about it here in just a second. Everybody says it's lack of communication. Lack of communication is a symptom or a sidestep of what the actual original issue is. The original issue is communication, but it's not lack of communication. It is misinterpretation of communication. So, like, I could say, I'm going in town and can mean somebody else and have somebody else in the car, and they could say, I need to go into town. It's two separate towns. And if you don't ask them or clarify which town they're talking and you just go to the one that you know as your town, you're going to end up in the wrong town. And that's probably going to end up into some sort of disagreement, argument, miscommunication. Basically, a lot of people don't like confrontation, so they're not going to say nothing. It's important to clarify because even though you're communicating, they might not be receiving it the way that you're meaning it. And if they take it the way they think you mean it and not the way you actually mean it and react off that, usually in an aggressive or negative behavior because they didn't take it the right way. Me and my kids had a lot of these problems. I actually, why I'm thinking about this, I am facing a serious health diagnosis, and in all those times this past year and everything in my world fell apart, you always want to call your mom. Okay, I don't. My mom's not here, and there's one living person, though, that I would call, and I've never actually been allowed to call that person. And with everything going on right now, it's hard not trusting anybody enough to be that close to you to want to be the one to be called. Which is why I've been thinking about the things and all the issues that me and my kids have and all the work that we've done on communication. And so it's not just like love relationships, it's all relationships. Like I would say something and they would take it in a completely different context of what I meant, and it's not at all what I meant, but I had to backtrack a lot and I had to go back and explain exactly the way I meant it to give them a different point of view so they understood where I was coming from and not the way they're taking it. Took a while, but we're getting there. But lack of communication follows after lots and lots of miscommunication or misinterpretations, because then you no longer want to communicate with this person because it always seems like it's going to be a negative kind of conversation, and it's just not going to feel good. And so then you guys start closing down. You start closing down, then that's where the lack of communication comes, and then inevitably the relationship dies. And I regret some relationships dying. I'm a different person now. I worked really hard on that. But one of my thoughts for the day is, everybody in the world of fast paced and, acronyms and shorthanding everything and trying to get everything done in a fast manner, we're losing a lot of the context of the communication through text messages or whatever have you. We're losing a lot of the things that we need in order for the other persons to understand where we're coming from, especially if they don't have the same type of knowledge that we do or know the situation firsthand like we do. So, this holiday season, families are the most important, relationships are the most important. We're not promised tomorrow. I'm grateful to still be here regardless of what I'm going through, because the time with my family is everything, and communication and miscommunication can ruin the holidays for a lot of people. So I just ask that everybody for the holidays just take a step back sometimes, away from the selfie view, look in the panoramic view, and maybe sometimes understand that not everybody's coming off the way you're taking it. And I hope everybody has a happy holiday season, and God bless you.